This video isn't here to overwhelm you with rules. It's meant to help you sharpen your eye. Some prints just aren't flattering, and that has nothing to do with fashion, personal taste, or trends. It's about the effect on your body, in the mirror, in the image your outfit projects, even when the clothes are brand new. Some prints cheapen your look, others create confusion, and many do the exact opposite of what you intended to express. It's not about dressing right or wrong. It's about dressing with awareness, knowing what works and what no longer does. In this video, 7 prints that might be sabotaging your style, and more importantly, what to wear instead. 1. Prints with phrases or words. Nothing cheapens a look more than a phrase printed across a piece. Words like love, gratitude, happy, or any other fast fashion slogan say absolutely nothing. They're empty, generic, and visibly cheap. This kind of print infantilizes and instantly gives off a careless vibe. It looks like something bought on impulse, not by choice, but due to lack of one. And the worst part, it ages poorly. In just a few months, it already feels overused, dated, out of place. No styling can save it. Not even tailoring can pull off a silly phrase splashed across the chest. If your clothes need to state what you feel, maybe they're not saying anything about who you are. 2. Small florals on a light background. This print seems harmless, almost innocent, but in practice, it's one of the trickiest in an adult wardrobe. Tiny florals on a light background, usually beige or off-white, have a way of making you look both childish and aged at once. The fabric is usually flimsy, lacking structure. The cut, overdone. Loose dresses, wide tunics, unstructured viscose blouses. The result is a washed-out look with no presence or purpose. It looks like something thrown on from the bottom of a drawer. And it's not about avoiding florals. It's about understanding that not every flower flatters. Larger blooms on dark backgrounds in richer tones, wine, rust, petrol blue, speak more to the strength of a grown woman. A heavier fabric changes everything. A well-printed floral on structured linen or crepe gives you elegance and shows you know what you're wearing. Want to wear a floral dress? Make it one with a defined cut, cinched waist, thoughtful sleeves. Finish with bold accessories, wide-strap sandals, natural leather bag, handcrafted necklace. Florals don't have to be delicate. They can be commanding. If the print reminds you of your grandmother's bed sheets, think twice. 3. Animal print. Leopard print is a classic, but when poorly executed, it makes you look tacky. And the most common mistake lies in the fabric. When done in thin, shiny jersey, the leopard looks poorly printed and the garment poorly conceived. The piece clings to the body, highlights what doesn't need highlighting, and draws attention for the wrong reasons. Another frequent issue is information overload. Leopard with a deep neckline, tight fit, and shiny fabric creates a heavy look that strips the outfit of credibility. It doesn't look like a choice, it looks thrown together. If you want to wear animal print, go for a single piece in a matte fabric with spaced out patterns and subdued colors. A crepe shirt with medium leopard spots paired with straight black trousers and leather sandals. Or a tailored skirt worn with a structured white cotton shirt and closed-toe shoes. The print should act as a point of interest, not a distraction. Animal print only works when it's high quality. It's not the print that ruins the look, it's how it's presented. 4. Small polka dots on overly light fabric. Polka dots may seem innocent, but small dots, especially on fabric that's too light, often make the outfit look childish or outdated. It's the kind of piece that tries to be classic but ends up looking like a costume from past decades. Flimsy viscose dresses with tiny black and white dots, puffed sleeves, and an elasticated waist, all at once, all without thought. The result isn't retro charm, it's a lack of freshness. Another issue is the fabric. Polka dots on thin polyester with shine and no structure don't do the print justice. The garment loses shape, clings in unflattering ways, and gives off a bargain bin vibe. Wanna wear polka dots? Go for medium-sized dots, more spaced out in opaque, structured fabrics. A thick cotton shirt with brown polka dots on off-white paired with straight-leg jeans and leather mules. Or a midi skirt with larger dots, worn with a plain heavyweight tee and a wide belt. No excess volume, no bows or ruffles. Polka dots can be elegant, but only when they look current. If the print reminds you of something you would have worn at 15, it might not suit who you are today. 5. Stripes that are too thin. Stripes can be elegant, but not when they're too thin and crammed together. This kind of pattern confuses the eye and distorts the body. Instead of elongating, it flattens. Instead of refining, it muddles. It's the kind of stripe often seen on viscose shirts, loose tunics, straight-cut dresses, light blue on white, gray on beige, all pale, all packed tight. The result is a sloppy look, and it gets worse. This pattern tends to make you look visually heavier, even if you have a lean frame. Good stripes need space between them. They need contrast. Opt for styles with wider bands, defined colors, and structured fabric. A striped shirt in white and brown, for example, with a straight cut and firm collar, completely changes the impression. If the stripe looks like static instead of a pattern, it's not doing its job. And if the mirror shows confusion, the print may be the first thing to blame. 6. Overly colorful geometric prints. This is the trap print. At first glance, it looks modern, different, creative, but when it combines large shapes, bright colors, and too much contrast, there's only one outcome: visual chaos. This type of print often shows up on loose polyester tops, jersey dresses, wide tunics. Random geometric shapes in orange, royal blue, purple, yellow, all on the same piece. But eye doesn't know where to land, and the body disappears into the fabric. Another issue: these pieces usually have a limp drape. The cut tends to be generic, shapeless, unstructured, and so the print, already loud, hangs loosely with nothing to anchor the look. Want color? Pick one at a time, or combine two at most in prints that give space, room between elements, contrast that makes sense. A midi dress with color blocks in olive green, sand, and black, for example, already has plenty going on. And it works. A printed piece should add to who you are, not compete with you. 7. Light-toned tie-dye on flimsy fabric. Tie-dye made a comeback, trying to evoke lightness and ease. But the truth is, in 90% of cases, it looks like a makeshift outfit, or worse, something to lounge around in at home. The most common combo is the worst: pastel tie-dye on thin jersey with a loose fit, boat neck tops, straight dresses, pajama-style pants. Everything looks worn out before you even wear it. There's no definition, no structure, not even real color, and the effect in the mirror is pure sloppiness. Plus, this print does nothing for your figure. It blurs the silhouette, breaks up the visual flow, creates blocks that follow no shape at all. Even when the colors are nice, the way they appear rarely flatters. Want something laid back? Go for solid pieces in natural colors with textured fabrics. A raw cotton dress with a straight cut, a dark green linen jumpsuit, a khaki shirt with dark denim shorts. All of these feel relaxed without looking forgotten. Tie-dye can work, but it demands clean cuts, well-chosen colors, and quality fabric. Have these prints ever let you down in an outfit? Tell me in the comments which ones you've worn or still have in your closet but keep avoiding. And if any of these tips helped you see your pieces more clearly, share this video with a friend who also deserves to shine in her style choices. We don't need more rules, we need more references.